Dear friends, in this tutorial, I am going to geolocate the present residences of 31 second semester geography students of our department based on the GPS data shared by them telephonically. They have used their GPS enabled mobiles to provide their present residential geographic coordinates during the ongoing lockdown period part 3. In this exercise, I would demonstrate that how geotagged readings showing the students' locations can be easily integrated on GIS platform to make any informed decision. Such kind of GIS based exercises may be useful for those who wish to use geotagging and GPS techniques for collecting geographic coordinates for georeferencing cadastral maps or any other map which doesn't carry geographic coordinate values. It is equally useful for creating, updating, and mapping any spatial data infrastructure relating to physical and natural resources, educational, health, banking facilities, and even nowadays mapping locations of COVID-19 patients to support efforts such as humanitarian support, disaster prevention, and general planning. GPS technology can also be used for geotagging user-generated content, famously known as UGC, such as text, images, fish shoals, commercially useful for fishermen, sites of landslides, and many other hot, dark, and grey locations, to name a few. This exercise can also be useful for mapping and analyzing crowdsourced geographic information provided by a wide range of participants with varying levels of education, knowledge, and skills to assist the government and community knowledge workers engaged in spatial planning and successful implementation of development projects ranging from the Gram Panchayat to the national and international levels. So let us see how it is done in the ArcGIS. So friends, first of all, what one has to do, that one has to feed the values in the Excel sheet, X and Y values in the Excel sheet. So there are 31 students as I mentioned in the address. So you have to feed these values, longitudinal values in the Excel and latitudinal values in the Y cells. And after entering these coordinate values in the Excel sheet, you can save the file, save as. For example, on the desktop, you can name as student locations, save, and you can close the Excel data. And now what you have to do, that go to this file and click on add data and then add XY data. Now you will see that add XY data dialog box has popped up. So you have to choose a table from the map or browse for another table. You have to add the table, that Excel sheet carrying the values. So this was the student locations file. click on add. Now here you will see that there are 3 sheets. Since we have saved the data in the sheet number 1, in the Excel workbook usually there are 3 sheets, so we have to select this and click on add. Now here you will see that coordinate system of input coordinates. So unknown coordinate systems are there. So what we have to do, that click on this edit tab, and from this spatial reference properties we have to use the reference surface, and it can be used WGS 1984. So click on this, OK, and here you will see that the coordinate values have been added to the XY values. Click on OK, and when you will click, this table does not have object ID field dialog box pops up. So click on OK. The system will generate automatically. Here you will see that the XY values have been added to your workspace. So now what you have to do, that you have to, since these are only on text values and it is usually recorded in the ASCII format, so double click, so right click on this sheet 1 events and click on data and export data. See what are we doing? We are converting these ASCII values into the shapefile. So click on this export data, and you can save it anywhere and click on OK. So see, do you want to add the exported data to the map as a layer? Click on yes. Now you can remove this and right click and open the attribute table. Here you will see that the XY values have come up, and if you want to compare, see, look at the beauty of this technology. If you want to compare whether all these values have come up in a systematic manner, you can check from this Excel. It is, so we have this. Now you will see that we have this. The first value was 77.47 and 31.31. 77.47 and 31.31, and if you will look at the second value, 78.08 and 78.08, and if you will look at this Y value, 32.36. So it is 32.36. So it means all the values have been added successfully. You can close it. Now, for example, we want to integrate these values with the map of Himachal Pradesh, and what you have to do, that you will have to assign the projected coordinate system to this shapefile. So click on Arc Toolbox. Arc Toolbox and click on Data management tools and go to this projections and transformations and click on this project. Double click on this project. Here you will see that project dialog box has popped up. So select the input dataset or feature class. You can use the drag and drop option also. So here you will see that this export output 10, this file, it has been added to the relevant box, and input coordinate system WGS 1984 is there. So what we have to do is we have to assign the output coordinate system. So for this we would be using the WGS 1984 UTM zone 43. It is always there in the project coordinate system. Since Himachal Pradesh falls in this UTM zone 43 north, and you will see that current coordinate system, it has been added. Click on OK and then accept the default output location and click on OK. Here you will see that it is getting projected. By that time you can close. See, it has got projected. You can close this and now you can remove it. Now what we have to do is we have to add the map of Himachal Pradesh. So this is the map of Himachal Pradesh. Okay, now here you will see that all the location of all the students have got overlaid with the map of Himachal Pradesh. So what we have to do is you can double click on this symbol, and from the symbol selector you can use the style references. Since we are showing the residential location of the students, so we can use any of the symbol from this style references. For example, this is the house 13, and we can increase the size of the symbol, and we can also change the color of the building and click on OK. You can make it hollow. Okay. Now what we have to do is, now we want to add the names of all the students. So what is the next step? Click on this table, and this is the attribute table, and click on add field. So add field dialog box, you can, for example, student name, and here you will see that type. So type would be text, and in case of the field properties, length would be 50 characters since we have to write the name of the student. So we can take it up to 50 characters and click on OK. Here you would see that in the attribute table the name student name field has been added. Now we have to add the names of the students. So what is the procedure? That click on start editing. It comes from the start editor and select it and OK. Start editing anyhow, continue. So this is the first student. So the first student is, because I have the attribute information available with me, so I would be typing the names of all the students. The first name is Sakshi and the second name is Sonam and the third name is Akhil. Likewise, we have to enter the names of all the students. Then Shivani and then Nisha and the last one is Shiksha. So now all the names of the students have been added. You can close this table and go to this editor and stop editing. Do you want to save your edits? Yes. So now you can see that open the attribute table. If you want to associate any other information with the students, again what you have to do is go to add field and you can add the field. Any kind of information that anyone wants to attach or associate, it can be easily done in the ArcGIS. So now you will see that the location of the students have been added. Now we have to compose the map. So what are the steps? In the bottom there is layout view. So click on this layout view and using this zoom in option, and you can use this pen tool very easily, there is no problem. And now add the title and other cartographic annotations to this map. For example, go to this insert and click on the north arrow. You can take, there are so many symbols, so you can choose any of the one, and using this you can keep it here. Then go to insert and so this is the text, and simply we have to write the title of the map. So this is Department of Geography, HP University, Shimla. So apply and OK. Double click and you can increase the size. For example, we can make it 12 and bold and OK. Apply, OK. So likewise, you will add the title to your map and then go to again insert and click on this scale bar. You can take any of the, for example, this scale bar, and you can place it here. And you can also add the legend. Click on legend, and this is, click on next, 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 and finish. Here you will see that it has been added. So right click and convert to graphics, and again right click, ungroup it, and again ungroup it, and this is the for example, home location. So apply, you can increase the size from here, and OK, apply, OK, and ungroup it, and this is, for example, district district boundary. Change symbol, 12. Now double click it, select it and group it, and you can drag and keep it here. Now your map is almost ready. For example, if you want to add the names of the students, so right click on the properties, and we have the labels, and label field means student name. You have to select the label field if you want to display the names of the students. '11 and bold it and apply and OK, and again right click and label features. So names of the students have also got added. Now what you have to do is right click, so right click on this frame and click on properties, because we have to add the grid also. Double click, next, and click on this labels. In the appearance, click on only labels, and next, and click on this text style. You can increase the size of the labels. OK, next, and finish and apply, and then OK. Now here you will see that the grids location has also been added to your map. What you have to do is, if you wish, you can also add the names of the districts. So this is the way how we can integrate the geotagged or GPS readings into the GIS platform. Now go to File and Export Map. You can save it as, for example, home location, and ensure here that the resolution is 300 dpi, and click on Save as Type PDF so that you can take the print of the map, click on save. Okay, it has got saved now. Now you can minimize it and see here this home location map. Now here you will see that you can zoom in it or zoom it out, Department of Geography, HP University Shimla, and home locations of second semester students during lockdown 3. And this is how we can use this GPS and GIS technology for some good purposes. Thank you.